Hey guys, this is Ross from Warrior Trading. So I recorded our trades this morning, the first trade that I took, which was on BLFS. And this is a fairly typical morning. What we do is we look at the gappers pre-market. So I start with 9 a.m. pre-market analysis, going over all the stocks that are gapping up. And BLFS was among the top 5 or 6 gappers that we were watching. Had a low float, which is what made it particularly interesting. And you can see on this one, I was watching it long out of the gates over 250. Now, I had an order ready for 245. I didn't have time to take that position because I was watching other stocks. It started running, and I decided to get in on the first pullback for the move over $4. This is the type of strategy that I use every single day. I look for the stocks that have the biggest potential to run out of the gates, and then I try to get a position as early as I can. So it worked out pretty well on BLFS. Of course, buying at $4 was significantly higher than the 250 entry that I wanted, but I was still able to get a nice trade on it. So watch the trades, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out or email me, ross@warriortrading.com. All right, enjoy. All right, guys, so a couple of names I'm watching here out of the gates. We have BLFS. This one's gapping up here. Very light volume on the gap, only 11,000 shares, but we have that 6 million share float. So that does look interesting. We'll see how this one acts out of the gates. I'm watching it possibly over 240. So I've got an order ready to buy at 245 if it does pop up, but I'm not sure if it's going to. SNCR, this is at the top of the gap scan, but a $51 stock. Not really my go-to range. I prefer the under $10. So, this one, if you like the higher price range, you could certainly watch it. There's a little pivot high here, 51.63, and another high at 52.42. Those are kind of the levels you could watch, but I'm gonna stay away from that one. CEMI, this is also a gapper, 13%, only 18,000 shares of volume, so the volume on that one is also pretty light, but we'll watch it out of the gates to see if buyers come in right in the first 5-10 minutes of the trading day. So we've got a high on that of 523. So I'll just set up my level 2 here with an order for 525. We'll see if that's something that's worth trading. SYN. All right, this one, a nice gapper here, a little consolidation. This one's probably my favorite because we have 200,000 shares of volume. There's some volume on it. We are consolidating sideways here. I want to see this break out to the upside pretty early on, but I think it could be good over 260. So I'm going to put an order at 265 for this one as well, just ready to send. So these are orders that are prepared, and I'll send them if the stock pops up. PBMD. That one has been, momentum stock the last few weeks. We are popping back up. We had a high yesterday of 244, and the high pre-market or after hours is 245. So you can see we've got a little bit of a flag formation here with the top at 44, 45, and this support line coming up. So we'll keep this one on watch for a possible entry over 245, but PBMD doesn't really have a catalyst right now, so I'm not sure that it would be the cleanest trade, but it does have 260,000 shares of volume, so people are watching it. So the four I'm watching: SYN, PBMD, CEMI, and BLFS. My favorite is SYN and PBMD because those two have the most volume. BLFS and CEMI are lighter volume, so probably just going to sit tight on those ones until we see, if people are interested. All right, so that's our gap scan for today. We'll see how things look here out of the gates. They're decent, but I'm not super crazy about any of them, so probably not a day to be overly aggressive. Just try to catch a couple of momentum trades out of the gates, lock up some profit, and then sit tight going into lunch. All right, and keep an eye on the high day momentum scanner here.
ICLD, Inter Cloud shares moving here. 295 or 31 cents. Company launching new cloud airwave has a service leveraging Aruba networks.
Hey, that's enough. That's enough.
Wireless management solution. That's ICLD. Now at $3 up 36 cents.
ICLD. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, that's enough. Okay, so ICLD, yeah, we'll keep that one on watch as well. I see it popping up there. Not a lot of volume, but 37,000 shares. We'll see how that looks. So you guys can feel free to call out names that you see starting to run, because there are a number that we're kind of watching. Got about 1:30 till the market opens. Yoku, no, I wouldn't trade that one. Not right out of the gates. The volatility on that's just going to be too crazy. Okay, so about 10 seconds here. Watching CEMI, ICLD, BLFS, SYN. This one is kind of my favorite. PBMD, super heavy offer. Hundreds of thousands of shares sitting there holding it down. SYN breaking 250 is not what I like to see. CEMI over $5 could be interesting. ICLD, not yet.
Russian energy minister sees oil prices within the next 3 years as $60 to $70.
MNOV. BLFS is popping up. Spreads are pretty bad on it. Watch BLFS over 260 right here. Didn't get filled. Ugh. Dang it. Watch BLFS on the first pullback.
FB, Facebook, weekly June 12, 82.5 calls active at 65 cents. That's the above the ask for Foxtrot Bravo Facebook.
Wow, BLFS. Gosh darn it. You gotta be kidding me. BLFS, wild. So the high right now is 279. So let's watch this for a squeeze over $4. This thing is just all over the place. I'm long at $4. I'm just going to try to catch the momentum on this BLFS. Long at $4. Just sold half at 434. I'm not sure if it's going to be halted here. What's going on? Just sold the rest at 415.